What's up, everybody? It looks like the bit rate is still wild. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's so strange. Like right now, I think it's a me issue. But here's the thing, all right? There's two things worth saying here. The first one is this is happening on Discord too. And so I don't think it's a meld issue, but it could be a meld issue. But like right now, my bit rate on Checkpoint Church's Twitch and YouTube is about 2,000 kbs. A second ago, it launched to 32,000 kbs. It shouldn't do that. Even at its max bit rate, it should be like, I think I have like it set to 6K. So it's not like I have it set to 32,000. So I don't understand why it does the fluctuation. I would prefer, even a low bit rate, I would prefer a steady one. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal is. I'm trying to figure it out. I really am. I'm having a lot of tech issues recently. We got a lot of stuff going on in random spaces that are frustrating. But it is what it is, you know, at the end of the day. I'll try to close out of some things, see if that helps our bit rate, but I don't expect it to. Because again, I don't think that's the issue. That's always the problem, right? Is like there's no real benefit of closing out of things because that's not the actual issue. There's something going on. There's something going on beyond our pay grade. There's some kind of it's at 22,000 and now it's plummeting down to 1K. I want it to just be like a steady 3. I'd be content with a steady 3. I really want. Now see, so I have it set to 4,000. Maybe I need to welcome in, Coyote. Maybe I need to re-up. I know that, or I think I know this. I think that Meld has a thing where you just like ask it to figure it out, basically. I don't know. I have my quality set to standard. Something very weird. Something very weird about it. I can't figure it out. Alas, we're working well enough now, so we should be fine. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome to Checkpoint Church, church for nerds, geeks, and gamers. Nerd pastor, real life pastor. We're a real life church. We believe that God loves you, we love you, and you matter, and we're happy to be here with you on this fine Tuesday evening of our summer streams. Apologies for going live a little bit later today. Had to get some ducks in a row. It's been a busy day, but we're here. We're doing great. Hope that you're doing great as well. I have some plans for today's stream, some ideas for today's stream. I'm thinking the title. I've played 55 games this year, or not 55 games this year. I played 55 games from this year. And so I think it'd be fun to rank them to see if we can come up with a top 10. That's a goal. Obviously, we'll do our watch, play, read here in just a second, and maybe play a demo game. We'll see. And I think that'll probably be the day. That'll be most of the day, I reckon. I would think so, anyway. But I hope everybody's well. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to do. I should probably write these things down. I could always write them right here. It'd be a fun way to actually use this thing again. But yeah. Hope that folks are well out there. We're going to start with our usual question of the day. And of course, I don't have the things pulled up, so I'm not going to be able to pin them. Oh, boy. I wonder if I can pin them from this. I pin this? No. I pin this? No. Phooey! All right, I'll have to log back in. That'll be fine. Oh, no, don't be there. Why are you over there? Yes, DGC, I was just saying I apologize for being a bit delayed, but I am here. I planned on streaming today no matter what. I don't know how long I'll stream. We'll just kind of see, but I knew I was gonna stream today. This is a personal qualm of mine. I don't think that you should be shown ads on your own videos on YouTube. It's just silly, right? All right, I've pinned the message on YouTube. I have pinned the message on Twitch. And we are back to 700. 700 KBS. That's silly. It's just silly. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's because I'm dual streaming. I don't know what the crisis is, but it sure is a crisis. Driving me crazy. All right. Let's get started with watch, play, read, what you've been watching, playing, and reading. So I have been watching a couple of anime. I finished Trigun Stargaze. It was okay. I think it was a good enough. I'm gonna try and shimmy this thing. Is it gonna let me? Nope. I finished watching Trigun Stargaze, which was okay. I have caught up to Witch Hat and Snowball Earth. I've started watching our anime of the month, which is Food for the Soul. So if you want to join our anime of the month watch along party, it actually starts tonight. The first 2 episodes of Food for the Soul, which will get you right where I'm at. I've watched the first 2 episodes. I think it's cute. I actually really like the humor in it so far, which doesn't always happen with these kind of slice of lifey anime girls doing cute things kind of shows. So I was very glad that I'm enjoying this one so far. I'm vibing with it a bit more than the past couple of selections that we've had that have been in this genre. So I like it. What else have I been watching? I keep track of all of my shows in my Hobonichi. So I do a little tracker here where I keep track of the shows that I'm watching. How many episodes am I watching them? What score do I give them when I'm done? And so I'm currently on this second page. You can see some of the ones that I'm working on right here, right now. And I still need to catch up on Needy Girl Overdose. I've been watching every episode of Daemons of the Shadow Realm as soon as it comes out. They're pretty slow at the dubbing, which is fine. They're allowed to be slow at the dubbing. So I've been enjoying that a good bit and catching up on those shows. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube shows. I finally caught up with Weeby News's Let's Play of The 100 Line, which means that I've watched an absurd amount of The 100 Line at this point. I don't think I've broken 300 hours yet, but we're getting close. Let me see where we're at. I mean, we've got to be getting real close. I did also just remember the other thing that I wanted to do today. Watching Dungeons and Drag Queens on Dropout / Dimension 20. Playing mobile RPGs, reading instruction manuals for building your friend's furniture. 236 hours. That's where we're at. 236 hours. Whew. That's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. But we're having fun with it. Having fun with it nonetheless. Have I been watching anything else? I started watching the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles Part 2. Barry's Let's Play of that. So I think I'll probably finish the first episode of that today. So we'll start another playthrough session of that. I have a couple of Let's Plays that I'm wanting to work my way through, but just haven't had the bandwidth, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm currently playing a game. Well, I guess I can go ahead and get to that. What am I playing right now? What are you playing? I am playing Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. It's pretty okay. It was a game that has been on my backlog for quite some time, and I was finally just kind of feeling a Metroidvania, so I decided to give it a try. It's a game where you play as a little, like, priestess girl who can't really harm anybody because you're just a child, but you are able to control ghosts that can do fighting for you. And so everything that you do is through them as conduits. Ironically enough, not dissimilar from our Shaman King conversation from a while ago. So that's pretty funny, but yeah. Let's see, what else? I'm enjoying that one well enough. I said I was in the mood for Metroidvania, and then I started playing it and got lost and got frustrated and almost dropped it after 2 hours. So we'll see. We shall see if I actually end up persevering through that one or not. Time will tell. But yeah, it seems pretty okay. I didn't finish, but I played a couple hours of Kinseed and enjoyed that one well enough. I finished Until Then After Images, the DLC. I played a couple run-throughs of Star Fox, including a true ending. Feel pretty good about that. Deltarune Chapter 5. These are all the games that I've kind of been playing over the past couple of weeks. And then I decided to play Downwell, which is that like mobile game, brick breaker game. No, not Downwell. Hold Down. They're so similar. It's a brick breaker game. Maybe I'll play Downwell next because I'm looking for something to scratch that itch of that mobile game itch. And maybe that'll be the next one. Anyway, whenever I finished it, I decided to pick up again Ball X Pit. And so I started playing that again. It plays really well on mobile. I think that, again, my radar of games that should be on mobile are so good. They're so good. I feel like I have such a good, strong sense of what needs to be on mobile. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty good times. And I think that's probably just about all that I've been playing. Let's see. DGC, unfortunately, I have to go at your own pace with Food for the Soul, as it is sub only, and because of that, I won't be joining the watch party tonight. Yeah, I was bummed to find that it was sub only as well. I do so much better with a dubbed show. However, maybe that's why I'm liking this one better, because it's forcing me to pay attention. I think maybe a lot of those slice of life shows, I put on at 2x in the background while I'm doing other things, and I don't pay enough attention to the show. It just kind of zooms by, and I'm not really taking it in. So maybe I do need to watch slice of life shows subbed because it forces me to actually care about the narrative. Interesting. Marlena says, didn't realize Food for the Soul was subbed. I was hoping to body double tonight to get through the 2025 scrapbook, but don't think that's going to happen. Want a casual mobile game that's not 90% ads? Yeah, that's exactly it. And I have an Android, and as a part of the Google Play Store, you can do this like Google Play Pass thing, and they will put a lot of the premium games on there. And so premium games typically don't have ads, and it's so nice to find a game that doesn't have obnoxious ads. And so one of them was Hold Down, if that was what it's called. It had no ads because of the fact that I was doing the premium version. Yeah, that is how they get you. I randomly decided to play 2048 again, and 2048 with ads does not work. That was a bad call by whoever made that app, because 2048 is a game where I'm already mad enough that I'm losing my streak, and so if they give me an ad while I'm losing my streak, I'm furious. I'm like, this is garbage, and I'm angry about it. So, yeah. I definitely get that feel. That's a throwback, right? I mean, I played a lot of 2048, and it's a good doctor's office game, but not whenever you're getting ads. Terrible. GGC says, oh, by the way, Xeno Marcos surprised me on Friday with the continuation of their playthrough of Ghost Trick. Feels like they are getting close to the end. I did finish that one. I have a Let's Play of it in full on the Checkpoint Church channel. Really good game. Very fun. The Good Game Lobby that I'm a part of, their Discord, they are actually doing that as their game of the month for July. And so it'll be fun to watch them play some Shu Takumi. I do think that there was a really narrow vote between that and Ace Attorney, and I really wish Ace Attorney had won. Don't get me wrong, Ghost Trick's great, but it ain't no Ace Attorney. As fun as the characters are, as fun as the playstyle is, you just can't beat Feeney. He's the best. Maya's the best. Gumshoe's the best. You just can't compare. Even if you have Missile, it's not enough. Okay, so that's watching and playing. What have I been reading? I've actually been reading quite a bit. Let's see if I can pull up my story graph here. I started reading through Bone from finding that on Telltale the other day. It made me start wanting to read that again. So I got the anthology, so now I'm reading it from the beginning to the end because I never read past volume 3. I'm excited to see where it goes. I am reading. Let's see. I'll just get 'em. Since I have several physical books, I am reading Social Justice for the Sensitive Soul. How to Change the World in Quiet Ways. This is a book on social justice for the introverts among us. It's really good. I'm very much enjoying it so far. A deep dive focus on how to feel like you're contributing to the world around you whenever the world around you drains you. It's really fun. The author is an Enneagram 4, so big mood, and an INFJ. I'm an INFP, so we're very, very close. Only they have a bigger persuasion towards justice, whereas I have it towards perceiving. So I would almost call that the yin to my yang of social justice versus church organization. So pretty cool book. Very excited to continue diving in. I'm just getting started with it there on chapter 3. So I've got some room to continue chewing on this one, but very much enjoying Social Justice for the Sensitive Soul. That was a good pick. And then, as I mentioned, the Bone Anthology. This is a big old honking boy, but I am super enjoying it so far. I've not read anything new. I'm on chapter 4, I think, of The Great Cow Race. And it's delightful. It's such a good story. It's such good art. Surprisingly more adult. I don't know if it's the Disney Channel phenomenon that now I'm picking up on more of it now that I'm an adult, but surprisingly more adult than I expected it to be. At least in the terror and romance. But really fun. I'm actually super excited to give it to my daughter when I'm done because I think that she would super enjoy it. I think this is a good one for a 7-year-old. Although I did mention the terror and the romance, but it's a 7-year-old. I think she'd be the perfect age for the level that it is. It might scare her a little bit at some scenes, and we'll see how far it goes towards the end. But very fun. Very fun book. I have also started reading Diana Butler Bass, A Beautiful Year. This is nice because it's just one a week rather than one a day, which allows me to kind of pace myself a little bit more nicely. So this is the Christian calendar instead of the yearly calendar. So it's based around the 52 weeks of the lectionary. And so because of that, I look like I'm almost done with it. But the truth is that I've only just begun. I've only read 3 chapters so far. So it's been fun. I like Dana Butler Bass. I like the stuff that she writes and the things she works on. So looking forward to finally digging into this one a little bit and experiencing the meditations that she has set forth. That's my current weekly meditative read, which is nice. And then I am also reading our book of the month, which was also the monthly pick at Barnes & Noble. Fun fact. I'm going to peel off that sticker while I'm stalling here. But if you didn't know, Checkpoint has a book that we read together as a book club every single month. And the pick for the month of July was Field Guide for the Formerly Villainous by Autumn Ings in the drop of a hat. And, I really don't care about the protagonist's past. I think they're going to make that probably the crux of the narrative, but I don't need to know. I'm just enjoying who they are. So yeah, really fun. Really fun. And then on top of that, I am reading The Common Rule. I'm reading The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro, who I love. One of my favorite authors out there. Love Clara and the Sun, Never Let Me Go. A lot of classics. I read A Pale View of Hills earlier this year, and now I'm reading The Remains of the Day. I want to devour everything that he's ever written. So, loving it. And then also reading through My Friends by Frederick Backman. I love everything that Frederick Backman writes as well, and this is just right up there with all of the. Just 10 out of 10. He just does such a good job. He's such a good writer. He evokes characters so well and humor so well. So enjoying all of those things quite a good bit. And then what else? Oh, yeah. I mentioned this last time. I don't know if you know this, but stand-up like shock comedian Anthony Jeselnik, like anti-joke comedian Anthony Jeselnik, has a book club. And so I've started reading along with his stuff. And so I'm reading Paradise, maybe? Paradise Neighborhood. And oh boy, that's a dark book, dark start, but we're doing it. We're trying our best. And I think that's what I've been reading. I'm going to go back to the chat here for just a second. DGC says, as for what I've been playing, had to switch to my New Game Plus run of Trails in the Sky. First chapter is my laptop that I got back during COVID. Finally decided to go with the Ghost. Because of that, I had to put my playthrough of the original version of the Sky second chapter on hold until I get a new one, which sucks as I wanted to get through that first before the remake. Gotcha. Yeah, those are games that will eventually be played. Arc Giant Zilla, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Says, I have a weird question for a Has-Been Hotel. Do you find it funny that a snake got redeemed first in Hell Society? Sorry for asking. No need to be sorry for asking. I don't think it's weird. I think they are doing that very much on purpose. I think that's a fantastic symbolic twist that that the author's team, I will say that was probably not just a Vivzy Pop choice. That was probably the whole team's choice to let that character be the first one to get redeemed because of the irony of the snake. Yeah, so I think there's definitely something to that, and I think that's I don't know if it's weird. I think that's that doubles down on the themes it's already trying to present. So I think that's very appropriate. T-Bone says, so far behind on all the clubs. T-Bone, I really do like this one, I will say. This is one that I recommend you hop back into with us because it is a lot of fun. Lizzie says, also kind of here. Welcome in, kind of here. If I were doing a dad joke, I would have said, hi, kind of here. I'm dad. Nora, my daughter, rolls her eyes every time I make that joke. She is over it. DGC, reading. Finished your study through Mark. Have now started a study through James alongside with a year of Bible YouTube channel. Need to get caught up to Hunter x Hunter as that is back. I did see that's back. I have that had that pop up in my Shonen Jump app that there's 2 new chapters. Those are ones that I keep pretty routinely up to date with. Dan to Dan, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. Yeah, those are probably the ones that I keep the most honest with. My Hero before that, but that's over now. And then I want to read through JJK still. I have a lot that I want to read through that I had started or I watched the anime for and then decided I wanted to go back and read the manga, but it's hard. It's hard. There's so many things to read all the time. So many things to do. So many things to see. Anybody else? What have you been watching, playing, reading? Let us know. While you're thinking over there, I will get us started on the other thing I was going to think of, but I'm going to have to mute it right away. Oh, whoopsie. Accept cookies. Accept those cookies and mute it. That was quick. So I heard about this website that Sega put together called Sonic Me for the 35th anniversary. Has anybody heard of this? I don't know if you've heard of this, but this is hilarious. So Sonic Me, it allows you to make your own little Sonic avatar. And so I thought it'd be fun to do this. And so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a little Sonic Me, a little version of Sonic. So if you want to join me, you're welcome to. It's sonicme.com, sonic-me.com. Yeah, we'll get right on it. That's too pale. My wife always tells me that I have black hair, but I think I have dark brown. So we're going to stick with dark brown. And just nobody tell my wife. That's kind of my hair. That's also, no, that's way too long for me. It's a little too spiky for me. I think this is probably closer. That's closest. Let's see. Those eyes are kind of my eyes. I do also like the confused look. That's pretty fun. I think we're gonna say that's closest for now. Let's see. DGC also listened to the recent Means of Play podcast, as well as some Poets of the Fall. Appreciate you listening to Means of Play. For those of you that don't know, that's a podcast that I do. Why does this look this way? Hang on. What was I going to say? Yes, The Means of Play. That's a podcast that I do with Cozy T. Pastor. It is where we read games as if they are sacred text. And yes, I am using the word read on purpose because that's what I think we're doing. And so you should check it out. Our latest episode was on mixtape, and I think it went over really, really well. And I hope that you will give it a listen because it's a lot of fun. And Marlena says, just finished God in the Machine, a really great introduction book to start the conversation about AI in the church. Going to give it to your dad. Hey, thanks for reading that. That is a book that I wrote. It is behind me on the wall here. That is my debut nonfiction work. I'm very proud of it, so I appreciate folks giving it a read. I do like the smile, just the miserable face. I'm a happy fella. I could do the happy face. Though if we're being more honest, I think my... Yeah, we'll give just the sly smirk. I think the sly smirk will do. I do have a beard. I don't know if it's quite that length, though. I don't have that long of a beard. That feels more appropriate. We're going to stick with the dark brown again, regardless of what my wife says. All right, I get to pick a shirt. Well, I love Tails. Tails is my favorite, so probably going to go with Tails. Oh, I see. I could also just pick a plain shirt. We're gonna go with Tails for now. Let's see what other shirts they have. Just plain Jane? No, come on. I always like shorts over jeans, but I don't know if khaki is gonna be the right call with these. I think I have blue shorts on right this second, so that feels fun. But I also could see black shorts. I'm gonna go with blue for now. With the Tails sneaks, we'll go with Sonic. And then it appears that I can have some kind of prop. Coffee is very appropriate. We're going to go with coffee. I like that a lot. A hat? No, I don't really wear hats. Glasses? Yes. I have purple glasses. Nice. They even have the purple glasses. Perfect. Yeah, that's me. I am Sonic. Ooh, nice. Oh man, they have a lot of really good backgrounds. Oh, I do like that. Oh man, I don't know. The Chaos Emeralds are kind of calling my name, so is the emblem. I also kind of vibe with the purple background. Feels really nice. For skirt wearing, Nate, it was very freeing. I kind of like this background. We could always do one like this and then go back and do the another background. Can I? Stop it right now. Is it going to make me change everything? Oh, good. I was worried there for a second. Then we'll also do an emblem. Nice. Amazing. Well, go and make your own Sonic Me. Does this look like me? What do you guys think? Is that Sonic Me enough? I wish that they had slightly lower sides. That would be appropriate. I don't know. I feel like, does it need the longer beard? I just don't have that long of a beard. I don't consider my beard that long. It's definitely not that short. It's somewhere in between. No blue magenta. Imagine that they let you pick your own hex code colors. Oh, gross. Oh, you can't have freckles and a beard. You know, nobody ever tells you that, but that's the rule of the world. No freckles and a beard. Can't be both. Only one or the other, apparently. Let's see. That feels good. I feel content. I could change the shirt. I mean, I am almost always wearing like a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know if they have a Hawaiian print. They do not. If they don't have a Hawaiian print, then I don't know. Not feeling it. The shirt, the yellow is a bit too bright. Yeah, I wouldn't wear yellow. It's very rare that I would wear yellow. Really, of all these shirts, I'd probably wear shadow. I like a nice black shirt. I do like a purple shirt. I like a blue shirt. Blue shirt and khaki shorts. But they don't even have khaki really as an option. They just have yellow. Or orange. That could also be a vibe. That could also be innate. I don't really like the purple with the shoes. If we're going true to form, I do have Converse. I would never wear them with shorts. I do wear tennis shoes with shorts. I am that guy. So that is this could be another Nate. This is another variety O Nate. I would wear that. I would rock that outfit for sure. All right, let's go back to the chat for a second here. Let's see. Giantzilla says currently not watching anything. Hey, that's all good. Welcome in to Ultra Pencil 99. Glad that you're here. Welcome to the chat. DGC says, so I guess it didn't go through over on the Twitch chat, but I've recently been watching a Let's Play for Jedi Fallen Order for Button Bash Brigade. That's our gaming club. Bofuri Season 2, One Piece, Sakane Banashe, as well as YouTube and streams. Very nice. DGC also says a few of those being playthroughs of Ghost Trick, Deltarune, and Control. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that does feel, it feels a little bit more me with the purple shirt. The purple shirt. Although if we're going with my like OC, then I could go back and change it. The OC is always wearing a purple shirt and like black jeans, which I don't own. I don't own those. I don't have a pair of black jeans. So that is completely inaccurate to my my wardrobe. But you know, details. Oops. All right, so we have a couple options here. I have a yellow Bucky shirt that I wear, but that's like a PJ shirt. That's not an out and about shirt. You know what I mean? So we have a couple options. We could play through a demo game, or we could go ahead and do our clickbait title, which is ranking the top games so far of the year. I'm kind of feeling that one, because then we can just play a demo game and wrap up stream after, and that feels nice. That feels like a better conclusion to a stream. Feels like a better finisher. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, we're going to be using a website called Backlogged. Backlogged is one of my favorite websites on the internet. It allows you to track your video games that you play. I have been tracking, according to this, for 6 years. That doesn't feel right. But, you know, look, it says it, so okay. And I have been tracking all the games. According to this, I played 1,620 games. I've actually, according to my profile, played 1597. I'm 3 away from 1,600, which has me very excited. Played 70 games so far in 2026. And again, we're going to go over the ones that came out in this year. So this is my website that I love, Backlogged, tracking all these things, tracking the games that I play. how much of them I play, how many days that I play, all that kind of stuff, all this information, data. If you're a data lover, this is the place for you. It brings me a lot of joy to be in this place. But yeah, this is how it differentiates between the various forms and formats. And so 1440 is the number of main games that I've played, with 43 of those being remakes, 40 being expanded, remasters, all that kind of stuff. And so that's why the number is always weird of like, this says I've played 620, but then if I go to my profile, it says that I've only done 1597. So I don't know the rules. I don't know how they work or why they work the way that they do, but that's what it is. So this is backlog. This is the site we'll be using. What we're going to do is I have filtered out all of the games. So if I like go to games that I've played, I can apply a filter for this year. And so that's what I've done here on this thread. These are all of the 55 games that I have played. We're going to make a list, and that list is then going to become our ranking format. So go to the chat before we do that. Ultra Pencil says, I'm like Fortnite and Nick All-Star Brawl 2. Very fun. GGC is also someone who wears tennis shoes with shorts. T-Bone says, say demo, but going for clickbait. Love it. New Zealand, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Follow on both platforms. Appreciate that. Yeah, so DGC, that's exactly what I was thinking. I thought that we're halfway through 2026. It's July. So we are officially 6 months into the year. So it just makes sense for us to go ahead and think about these first 6 months, the first half of the year, and see what we think about the games so far that we have experienced in the year. Now, I should say that this is a little bit tricky. And we're gonna do a little bit of like manual auditing as we go through these games, because not a new folder, excuse me, because a lot of these games are demos, and so that doesn't actually like count. So we're gonna go for best games of 2026 so far. We're going to create that, and we're going to save it, and we're going to clear out. DGC, I have not done anything with that. If you'll remind me over in the Discord, I can try to tackle that later. New Zealand says, my girlfriend and I have put an uncomfortable number of hours into Stardew in the last couple months. It is easy to do, very easy to do. It is a game to log many hours into. So let's go ahead and add the games. So my rule for this list is going to be that it can only be a game that I consider done. That can be a game that I DNF'd. That can be a game that I rolled credits on. But it needs to be a game that I consider to have given enough time into it to have made an actual like call on this. For that reason, I'm not going to be including games that I've played demos of, which is going to eliminate a lot of this list. So you're going to notice this number 55 is going to go down pretty rapidly whenever I take off the demos from that list. But alas, that's what we're going to be doing next. So we're going to start off. I have played through all of Star Fox, so we're going to go ahead and put that in list. I did play the Until Then After Images DLC. I did play Deltarune. I did play enough of the Adventures of Elliot that I feel comfortable dropping it. I'm going to play Echoes of Aincrad. I may play Truckcoon, may play Nocturne, may play 5 More Minutes, may play Burn 9, Deer and Boys, Greenbound. All those are demos. I'm going to play Alabaster Dawn soon. That's very much high on my list. Demo of Neverway is all I've played so far. 007 First Light, that was one I rolled credits on. Mixtape I rolled credits on. Hilariously, there are credits on Scritchy Scratchy, and I did roll credits on them, which is terrifying. Esoteric Ebb, I don't feel like I can make an adequate call yet. I did start playing this one, but I did not give it near enough of a college try. So I'm continuing to want to play that one. I don't know why it's not on my backlog. It should be. So that one's going to continue to be on the list for now, but it's not one that I feel comfortable giving to this credit. Titanium Court is a game that I did not roll credits on, but that I did play enough that I feel comfortable giving it a ranking. Same with Dragon Quest Smash Grow, Pragmata, Life is Strange Reunion. I've not played near enough Slay the Spire 2. Resident Evil Requiem, Pocopia. Demo. Just level 2 section somewhere. DGC. Paranormosite. Romeo's a Dead Man. That's a game that I'm still working on. I will roll the credits on that game. Whoa. Love Eternal. Mugenics. Come on, go away. Hightail. I could afford to play more Hightail, but it's fine. Demo. Okay. Oh, and yeah. I did. Be a category for best demo. So I do have that. So under my lists was live, and it looks like the last time I probably did it was right here. So 15 onward, I have not ranked, and we could do that next. But for now, let us rank the best games of 2026. Also, I need to make this public. So let's go ahead and make this list public and do some organization. So these are the, how many is it? How many was it? It was 20? I think it was 20. 22. So I have rolled credits, or at least considerably played enough of 22 games so far in 2026. That's a pretty good amount of games, I gotta say. I really thought it was going to be lower than that. It does mean that it's like half and half between demos, but you know, you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. So let's go ahead and rank these games. Some of them are going to be easier than others to bump down the list. For instance, it's pretty easy to say that Scritchy Scratchy is not a game to be taken seriously. Neither is Dragon Quest Smash Grow. What other games are really not meant to be taken seriously? Those are probably the ones. Dungeon Crawler. These three are like mobile games. You know what I mean? They're not bad, but they're not really meant to be taken seriously. So there are a couple of games that have been standouts for me that I could probably bump up right away. Deltarune is an obvious standout to me. I really enjoyed Coffee Talk Tokyo, 007 First Light. I know this is a hot take. I really liked Reunion. I thought it was good. Pocopia, Paranormosite, Love Eternal, arguably, and Cairn. So those were my like standout games of the year. I would say these are almost certainly going to be in the top 10. Some games that did not stand out for me were Elliot, Mugenics, Hightail for the most part. Vampire Crawlers was fun, but it didn't necessarily stand out. Titanium Court, I'm waiting to come out on mobile. I think I'll give it another chance then, but I did really like it. Mixtape is probably about there too. So this gives us a better flow already. This feels like a better vibe for the most part. I feel more comfortable with the ranking already. Just need to do some fine tuning at this point. So I'm gonna look at these first 5 and see if anything needs to change here. Pocopia definitely needs to go higher up. I would honestly say these are probably my 2 favorite games that have come out so far this year. Honestly, Paranormosite probably needs to come up too. Cairn needs to come up too. And maybe 007 needs to come up. I mean, did I enjoy it that much? I mean, I did. 007 is the one probably in the most flux. I'm feeling pretty good about these first 4. I think that this is probably where we'll land with the top 2. Deltarune blew my mind like it always does. Pocopia blew my mind in ways that I was totally not expecting, but was prepared for. I knew I was going to love this game. I did not know how much I was going to love that game. And so that feels pretty good. Paranormosite was very, very good. I very much enjoyed it. That versus Cairn is kind of an interesting question. I think that play style for Cairn was fascinating. The story it told was really fascinating. I did get a little bit tired of it by the end, but not tired enough that I think Was it a better story? That makes it tough. I feel comfortable leaving this top 5 here for now. Let's look at these 5 and see if they stand the test of time. I quite liked Star Fox. I mean, it was hard to really knock it. Until Then is better than Love Eternal. Between the two of these, I think Coffee Talk Tokyo definitely was better. But honestly, I'm wondering if Star Fox should eclipse both of them. I don't know. I'm such a narrative gamer that it does make those things tough. We'll let those 5 sit right there for now. Okay, Pragmata, Resident Evil Requiem, no. Yeah, that already feels a little bit better. Requiem, Titanium Court, Pragmata, Mina, Mixtape. I feel pretty good about that. I hate that I hate on Mina so much. I don't know, y'all. It just wasn't for me, I guess. Vampire Crawlers. I mean, even still, that's a pretty respectable, position. It's above a lot of other games. It is just barely above Mixtape, which for some would be an insult, but in all honesty, it's fighting for its life right there. We'll see if it survives. Vampire Crawlers. I don't know. Maybe I just need more time with this one. Honestly, that's kind of how I feel about both of these. And arguably Mugenics, but I feel like I gave Mugenics enough of a college try. But I feel like these two I enjoyed well enough, but just didn't have enough time to bond with them. You know what I mean? I feel like if I had bonded with them, maybe I would have had I would bump them up the list higher. Maybe they would have gotten better. But for the most part, I just didn't have the click with them. Mugenics, I just didn't like, y'all. I just thought it was, I know everybody loved it. Everybody loved it, but it was not the play style for me. Maybe it would have been better if I had tried to play it on computer instead of Steam Deck, because it just was not conducive to Steam Deck play. It was not a good time. Adventures of Elliot, I really want to change. I want this one to go up higher, but they've got to figure a way to calm down these characters because they are so annoying. It is the most... I've never been one of those people that was like, Navi was really annoying and always talking. I've never been that person. I've never really cared. The only place that's ever bothered me was in God of War. And these characters are worse than God of War. By, margins. By a lot. By a landslide, they're worse. So it's really sad for me because I really wanted to love this game. I like the playstyle well enough. And I think that it could be a really fun contender for a really good RPG. But holy cow, these characters make it borderline unplayable. Scritchy Scratchy is definitely the best of these three. Honestly, Scritchy Scratchy was a fun time. I mean, I played the entire game. I'm going to put it above Mugenics. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a quick save. And let's see how we feel. So the way I normally like to do this whenever I go through these lists is I like to walk down the stairs and see if the answer is always true. So, was Deltarune a better game than Pokemon Pocopia? It may be a recency bias. I just finished Deltarune. Pocopia was earlier in the year. But for me, yes, Deltarune was better than Pocopia. Especially Chapter 5. Chapter 5 introduced a really good mechanic. It did some really good stuff with the story. It brought in some really fun characters that I really, really loved. Maybe more than any characters that we've met so far. And so, it was a fantastic entry into a fantastic franchise. So I think that I feel comfortable saying Deltarune is my number one pick. Pocopia. Pocopia versus Paranormacite. Unquestionably better. DGC says, I was honestly surprised with how well the Star Fox remake turned out. Really gives me hope for the Oot remake. Yeah, I'm gonna play the heck out of Ocarina of Time. I mean, I'm gonna absolutely devour it. I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a good game, and I have little to no doubt that it's gonna be a fantastic remake. I was not surprised that the Star Fox remake was really, really good. As soon as I learned it was gonna be a faithful remake of Star Fox 64, you don't beat Star Fox 64. It's one of the best games of all time. And I don't think that's hyperbolic to say that. It is a game that has some of the most incredible staying power. I think it is one of the best running of that generation of 3D games. It just makes sense. It plays so well. The story is so containable. It's arcadey, but there is a story. It's fantastic. Heyo, maybe 30 bats. Thank you for that sub. Appreciate you. Ultra Pencil says, I am writing a story, actually. Do you have advice to make the characters not annoying? This is a different scenario. So you're referring to The Adventures of Elliot. These characters themselves are not annoying. Maybe the fairy is a little bit annoying. But what's actually annoying about them is how often they show up and give away puzzles. And so in this adventure game, you're like Legend of Zelda solving dungeons. And they're like, let's say you have like a bomb and there's an explodable wall. The minute, the second, the millisecond that a bomb, that a wall that has like the shining light of it can explode shows up, your fairy is like, hey, hell yeah, that looks like an explodable wall, and you want to go over there and explode it right now. I wonder what a bomb will do there. Oh, you ought to check it out. And then as soon as you do blow up that wall, they're like, how'd you figure that out? How'd you know to blow up the wall? It's bonkers. I've never been so insulted by a game. And like, it's very clear what they're trying to do is to make like they're trying to make an RPG that can be like an entry level RPG, which is fine, but they are absolutely degrading even a child's intelligence and curiosity. It was the equivalent of like, I don't know. I can't even think of anything to compare it to. It's so bad, except for God of War. And people love God of War. People love God of War. So look, maybe, maybe people will love it, but it was an immediate no-go for me. But as far as general character writing, I'm not really a writer of that caliber to be able to offer any tangible advice. My advice for writing dialogue between characters, at least, is to make it, I would say, relatable, and to don't over-explain. Don't assume that you have to write everything. Let your characters just kind of live and breathe. And when in doubt, try to go for like mental dialogue over spoken dialogue. I mentioned my author that I really love is Kazuo Ishiguro, and yeah, Star Fox Adventures, but I never kept up with the other Star Foxes. So, okay, where were we? Paranormal Sight better than Cairn. This is still troubling. I'm going to say Cairn's better. That's really tough for me. That's really tough for me, but that's what I'm going to say. Yeah. Cairn is better than Paranormal Sight. For now. Paranormal Sight better than First Light? I mean, is really good. This is a tough one, too. I do think that First Light is really fun, but there were a lot of moments where I got kind of over it. So I'm going to keep it there. First Light better than Coffee Talk Tokyo? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Coffee Talk Tokyo better than Life is Strange Reunion? Okay. Life is Strange Reunion better than Star Fox? I might have to bump Star Fox up. Star Fox is so tricky. It's so tricky because there's so much nostalgia baked into it. Like, I could bump Star Fox right up to here if I wanted to. It could be my number 4. I'm going to put it right here. So, First Light better than Star Fox? I think so. Star Fox better than Coffee Talk Tokyo? I guess. These three are kind of tough for me. Until then, After Images just wasn't enough of a game, to be frank. What about Sledding Game? I haven't played that game this year. Until After Images, Love Eternal. I'm gonna bump that up. I'm sorry, Until Then. You were really good, but you're also DLC. It's kind of hard to compare. Until Then, After Image better than Titanium Court. I think for now. I think whenever Titanium Court comes out on mobile and I actually get to like play through to the end, it might get better. For now, I'm actually going to swap these. The soundtrack was so good. And the soundtrack was good in the OG. Even in 64, it was good. I can put Mina above Titanium Court because I actually saw Mina through the end. Mina versus Pragmata. Honestly, kind of neck and neck for me, really. These are really very similar games for me. For now, I'm going to put Mixtape above this. So Requiem better than Images, yes. After Images better than Pragmata, yes. Pragmata better than Mina the Hollower, yes. Mina better than Mixtape, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Mixtape better than Titanium Court, yes. Titanium Court better than Vampire Crawlers. Really, Titanium Court, Crawlers, and Hytale are kind of all the same in the sense that I need more time with them. They're down here because of the fact that I don't have the full experience of them, but I have enough of an experience to know generally where they are. They're kind of like shelved games. That's a good way to look at it. These are not DNF'd, these are shelved. Along with Eugenics and Elliot, really. These five, not Scritchy Scratchy, are shelved experiences. Scritchy Scratchy, I unfortunately really liked. Dungeon Crawler and Dragon Quest Smash Grow was one of the most abysmal mobile experiences I've ever had. You want to talk about terrible like UI and ads and all that stuff that a mobile game can get knocked for? Dragon Quest did just as bad as you could have ever hoped. It was embarrassing. I think this might be the list. I think this might just be our list right here. Deltarune, Pocopia, Cairn, Paranormal Sight, First Light, Star Fox, Coffee Talk Tokyo, Life is Strange Reunion, Love Eternal, Resident Evil Requiem, Until Then, After Images, Pragmata, Mina the Hollower, Mixtape, Titanium Court, Vampire Crawlers, Hytale, Scritchy Scratchy, Mugenics, Elliot, Dungeon Crawler, and Dragon Quest Smash Grow. That's the 22 best games so far in 2026 that I have actually played. Let's see. The thing that is that I wish that in Star Fox, I wish they took some elements of Zero and put it into this game. I never played Zero. I don't have any frame of reference there. DGC, there's also, the orchestrated, yep. Lizzie says, sledding game is fun with friends. Maybe 30 Bat says, Lizzie gets it. DGC also says, I already know that Star Fox's soundtrack is not going to get nominated for Best Soundtrack at the Game Awards due to that weird partnership with Spotify, even though it deserves it, despite being a remake. Yeah, it's always tricky. I actually think the Game Awards are going to be really weird this year. Like, just looking at these, right? Looking at these games, I think it's going to be really weird. I wonder, does Metacritic let you see the top games so far of this year? I wonder if any of my top 10 are in their top 10. Is there a way to look at top 10 of just this year? Okay. 2026. No, 2026. Oh, interesting. Consoles. But this game came out last year on PC, so I hate that. Okay, so in their top 10, First Light is in my top 10. Was Resident Evil Requiem? Yes. Okay, so RE Requiem, First Light, Phocopia. Those are in the top 10. We'll give it 11 since I don't count And Roger, and it's Titanium Court, which is not high up on my list. So, yeah, pretty good. This is one I really want to play as Perfect Tides. It's on my list. Mixtape, I still think is a little high. Karen, I think, is way too low for what it is. Yeah. But there you go. So that's pretty fair. What is Schrodinger's Call? Do I need to know more about Schrodinger's Call? It's a good visual novel? Okay, well, I'm gonna go wish list Schrodinger's Call real fast. Just like I accidentally stumbled on a sleeper. All right. Fascinating. Where were we? It's weird because that weird partnership that neither MKW and Bonanza's soundtracks didn't get nominated last year. Ultra Pencil says it's pretty perfect. Hey, I appreciate you agreeing with my list. I think that this is what I feel pretty confident about. I feel pretty comfortable with my ranking. And you know, that's the bliss of a list, is that you get to make the calls that you want to make. Some of which people would agree with. I think my hottest takes, my hashtag hottest takes of these top 10 are probably these two. Probably Love Eternal is good. I think that people just don't know about it. So that's not a hot take necessarily. Same with Paranormal Sight. These two games like unequivocally belong in the top 10. People just don't know they exist. People know these two games exist and probably just don't mess with them. You know what I mean? People think that this game is bad. People think that this game is just a visual novel, which, I mean, it is mostly visual novel, but like, I don't know. Those are my hottest takes. My hottest negative takes are definitely this one. I think people, and Mina and Mugenics are my hottest takes. I think that people probably think those should be top of the line. I thought Mina is crazy overrated, and Mugenics is also crazy overrated. But again, maybe I would like Mugenics more if I gave it a try on PC. Maybe the problem with it is that I tried to play it on Steam Deck and it's just not meant for Steam Deck. And I could see that happening. And then Mina, look, y'all, it's the retro aesthetic that people like. It is not, I don't know. There were a lot of good mysteries in there. There were a lot of good things to discover. But the play style, the floatiness, the depth perception, the annoying characters, not characters, the annoying baddies. It just wasn't that. And I enjoyed Mixtape a whole lot, but I do think it's overrated. Did you see? It says, I don't count DLCs unless it feels like it could be its own thing. Yeah, very fair. And these very much couldn't. They need the game to live with. So, yeah. That was kind of a weird one to rank. Because Until Then is like one of my favorite games ever made. You know? And so it's kind of hard for the DLC to be at 11, but like, it is what it is. Okay, what did we say we were going to do next? We were going to go rank the demos. So these are all the demos that I've played. And this onwards are the ones that I have not ranked yet. So Echoes of Aincrad I super enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it more than Trees Hate You, less than Trees Hate You, more than Neverway. I'll put it right there. That feels good for now. Project Pit, I mean, it was so silly. I would say it was better than Let's Build a Dungeon. Better than Dead as Disco. Not better than Dino Blade. Truck-kun is Supporting Me from Another World. That was not as good as Densha Attack. Nocturne, I really liked. I vibed with it a lot. I would say maybe right up there with Echoes of Aincrad. 5 More Minutes. I didn't get. I tried to understand it. I really tried. But it didn't even get across its point as much as Dino Blade did, which is embarrassing, I guess. Burn 9 I liked a whole lot. I would say it goes right up there with right below Replaced. Feels pretty good. Deer and Boy, I mean, it was a class. Alabaster Dawn, unquestionably my favorite. I've now played through Replaced and really enjoyed it. Why wasn't that on here? Did Replaced come out last year? Did I miss one? Replaced was definitely... should have been on this list. And I super enjoyed it. Man, that changes everything. I think it's right around Love Eternal level, Requiem level. We'll put it right there. Yeah, an honorable mention is a good place for that one to be, indeed. Let's see. Did I finish the Next Fest ranking? I think I did. Well, now I feel like I need to go check my 2026 and see if there were others that I missed. Were there other games that I missed that I thought were demos? Yeah, I was right there. I just looked right past it, didn't I? Yeah. See, dude, there are games missing, y'all. I know that was this year. That was this year. So weird, dude. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard doing things like this because you're gonna miss some, you know. Hold the Line was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd put right there. Rubinite was very frustrating. Yeah. But the aesthetic though. There you go. There's all my demos for the year ranked. Not all of these are going to be coming out in 2026 though. They may have already come out or won't come out until next year or even beyond that. Any other lists or things that y'all would like to see? I guess these are my rolled credits. When was the last time I arranged those? It's been a while. We can arrange that too. Maybe not. This already feels overwhelming. There's so many games. It looks like Scratchy was the last one here. Man, did I put And Roger that low? Overlooting is definitely below Scratchy. Mina the Hollowers, right below Love Eternal. Coffee Talk. Man, I put Love Eternal way higher on my list, huh? It's so interesting how much things change from the time that you play them. The first time to whenever you debut them here, you know? Isn't that intriguing? Karen has stayed up there, though. Yeah. That feels about right. All right. Well, those are my lists. That's where we're at. I'm getting real sleepy. I'm trying to hold on here, but I might be playing a demo and then leaving because I'm wearing out quick. How we doing? How we doing, folks? How are we feeling? How's life? If you haven't had a chance yet to answer your what you've been watching, playing, and reading, I'd love to hear them. Love to hear what you've got going on. While we groove. All right. So there's a couple demos that I've got that I'd like to play. I'll show them to you. These are the ones that remain. So after Next Fest, a lot of ones got removed, but these are the ones that are still here. This one, I've already said, I think I'm going to play off stream just because of it just looks suspicious. This is one that actually got added that I'm thinking about playing today. This is really interesting. A music tycoon game where all of the soundtracks that you make actually get downloaded onto your computer. And I just find that really interesting. So I'm thinking about playing that one today. I think that would be a fun idea. And then I think all the other ones y'all have already seen. Oh, cool. Love a good steelbook. I actually really don't have any steelbooks, but I almost, if I had been quicker and ordered it in time, I really wanted the steelbook for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. It looked gorgeous. And I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even a steelbook person, but it was like, that was one I really wanted. I'm good. All my supervillains are in jail right now, and I get some time to work on my video games. I'm working on one right now. Nice. You sound like a creative person, Ultra Pencil. I will tell you about an app that was recently recommended to me that I'm trying out. I don't know if DB's in the chat, but DB was the one that posted it, and it's called Snipfic. SNIPFIC. It's a prompt short story app where they give you a prompt and you only have 100 words at a time. And so you write a 100-word short story for whatever prompt is that day. And I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun experience. So if you like writing and think that might be something for you, then you should check it out. The Night of Void says my reading, watching, playing list is pretty much unchanged from last time, but I wanted to know if you've played Dust and Elysian Tale. No, I have not. Dust and Elysian Tale. Interesting. Play Shroom and Gloom. That looks cool. So that is a card-based game. I definitely forgot I was still showing you the screen. I'm glad nothing untoward showed up. This kind of reminds me like low key of Nine Souls. An oldie at this point, but very much a goodie. Yeah, I missed this one completely. Something about this, Snipfic. S-N-I-P-F-I-C. Snipfic. It's an app. You have your little fairy friend. Hopefully they aren't annoying like Adventures of Elliot. Pretty much, although it predates Nine Souls by years. Indeed. I think it's the main character. Their like vibe, their style. That's giving Nine Souls. Cool. Well, I'm playing through Ender Lilies right now, and so odds are I'm gonna be Metroidvania'd out. Interesting. I did not get PS2 game at all. Maybe PS3, but it looked way too good to be PS2. Way too clean. So anyway, Shroom and Gloom is a card-based 3D dungeon crawler. This is one that's been on TikTok for a long time. It's like Slay the Spire, but first person. And so I'm very curious about it because I'm curious about roguelikes. And I really like the card-based, not like these cards, but like card-based layers. Like Photoshop layers. Yeah, I could get behind any of those demos, really. Just about any of these demos I'm down to play. Let's do this. I think I'd like to play... I'd be down to play Desktop Explorer, Dusk Fade, Grass Chopper, Milky, Nightwater, Offbeat, Penguin Colony, Shroom and Gloom, Slayblade, Tanuki, Wilderlings. I'd be down to play any of those, man. All right. If Ultra Pencil wants to see Shroom and Gloom, we've had a recommendation. Let's do it. That'll be our demo. If we have somebody that wants to see a game, then that's the one that needs to happen. So we're going to play Shroom and Gloom. We're going to give it the old college try. It's going to be too loud at first. I apologize in advance for how loud it's going to be. Every game ever, whenever you launch it, is going to be too loud, and it drives me crazy. But you know what? It is what it is. We do what we got to do. Shroom and Gloom. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, then welcome to Crit Point. This is our Let's Play channel at Checkpoint Church, a real-life church for nerds, geeks, and gamers. I'm Nerd Pastor Nate. Every Monday, we put out a Da Mondays video, which is a half-hour-ish of a demo game that we post here on the channel. Every single Monday, you can depend on a demo to be posted. I mean, how cool is that? You get a demo game all the time. All these demos. We've got so many at this point. Like a bonkers number of demos, truly. We'll take our volume down. Everything else looks good. All right, so we're going to try. This is Shroom and Gloom. This is a card-based, roguelike, Slay the Spire inspired, Inscription inspired, 3D dungeon crawling roguelike. Indeed, yes. Be excellent to each other. It was sponsored, or it is published via Devolver. Oh, I gotta use the W keys. Wasta. Fair enough. All right, take it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Take it. Oh, cool. Okay, so we got a drag and drop system here. See this like this card-based Photoshop layers? I think that's super interesting. They're hyper thin Photoshop layers on top of each other. Yeah, it's a really fascinating way to do level design. Okay, I've got a rusted hammer and a matchstick. Okay, yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. How is it only going to last? Oh, it's giving 3 warmth. Oh, cool. Safe for 3. Interesting. Make it to the gloom without losing it all. Oh, I don't have any energy. I gotta rest. Cool. All right, my rusted hammer. Into the brink. Into the gloom. Loot the corpse. Ooh, I got a lot of things. Okay. Okay, so everything thus far has just been teaching me what to do. Shove. Toasty. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so I can't. All right, so I could do. What does that mean? Oh, interesting. 3 vulnerable. Oh, so I could take one of them out. Oh man. I could make him at least cancel his attack. And then I could get a toasty. Toasty! Oh, it doesn't do anything. Okay. I just put it back in the deck. I thought maybe I would hold it in my hand, but that's fine. Twon't be fatal. But I can finish him. Choose a reward. I have a strange geode. Gather gloom to empower your attacks. Make the dark crystal. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the grimoire. Oh ho! Caps defeated. All right, so gray caps or gray caps. Doesn't matter. I can go whichever way I want. There you go. You can see the Slay the Spire inspiration there. Ooh, a treasure chest. If you would die, destroy this card and heal to 50% instead. Draw an edible at the start of each exploration. Draw an extra attack at the start of each combat. Let us go for Death Defiance. All right, do I have a shovel? I do indeed. Thank you. The hot poker. Ooh, make a kebab. Ooh. Oh, I kind of like that. I like the idea of an evolution card. That's super fun. All right, how do I move forward? What? I have energy. Well, I'm not sure why it won't let me do anything. There's nothing to reveal. There's nothing to break. Huh. I guess I have to rest. I don't know what happened. Okay. Why won't it let me move forward? I am hitting W. I'm hitting W as hard as I can. Foresight chest. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I would love to. I would love to move forward, but I don't know how. I don't know if you missed anything, Ultra Pencil, but I sure have, because I have no idea how to move. Oh. Select a card to gain. Oh, I was upgrading. Very weird. Fatal, draw 2 cards. Okay. That's really fun. Okay. I don't know why that was so confusing to me. Yeah, it's WASD, but it wasn't moving. I guess I had to burn through all of the things in front of me first. Like there were things in front of me that had to happen, and in a very specific order that was kind of frustrating. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get us a toasty. And then, yeah, do some damage. What? I don't know what that was about, but okay. Let's see. 3 vulnerable. No, I'll be all right. I wish I got to use toasties whenever I want to. All right, scavenge. Firecrackers. Torch. Let's go for firecrackers. Okay. Toasties I want, eat I will. Demo Toad, his name is Blake. You can rescue him in the full game. That's funny. All right. So I have 1 food, which means I can only afford these things. One food, please. Here you are. Hopefully you will go away now. Yeah, no thanks. Bye now. All right. All right, so this is where I got stuck last time. So let's see if we can figure it out this time. All right. Shovel is obvious. Distant shadow. Scavenger blade, minor growth. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. And now can I upgrade a card, or do I have to reveal it? Select a card to gain. What am I gaining? If fatal, gain 1 energy. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. And now I get to move forward. Yeah, something was just weird last time. I don't know. Maybe there was like a command prompt that was supposed to teach me that was missing or something. Oh boy, that's a lot of baddies. All right. You don't do anything. If I eat, make a toothpick. Oh, fun. Okay. If fatal, draw 2 cards. So I could do this. Nice. Add to... What is lodged? What does that mean? Deal 4 damage, take 1 damage. Oh man, he's got 8. Oh man. That's a lot. All right, I guess I'd like to evolve this one sooner than later. All right. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid. Whoa! I have very little HP. All right. I think this might be the end for me. We shall see. Yeah, it definitely is. It is 100% the end for me. All right, the good news is I can maybe make Toasty real quick. Okay, that at least buys me one more turn. Do I want one energy or draw a card? I could potentially draw... All right. I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know what lodged is. And unfortunately, that's it. And we start again! Oh, I forgot about Lazarus! Oh, snap. All right, let's start with this. We'll go with that. I always hear that's a lot in his voice. Leftovers. Sure. All right. Here we are again. I don't have a shovel this time. I do, however, have a lot of things that can break a lot of things. So let's break open that. Dark Acquaintance. There's so many of these. Yeah. Add a Repressed Rage. Okay, well, that's the only one left that doesn't have an upgrade. I don't know if it lets me double up upgrades. Take it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break and take damage. Yeah. Ooh. I don't have a way to reveal, unfortunately. The Grey Caps have gotten me. Phooey. All right, well. What's a roguelike if you don't start over, right? Hello, friend. Slain after a few steps towards me. Shall I show you how much more was left? You tried your best, I guess. Myrtled? I think, you know, for a first try, I've done worse. I hoped for more from you. Farewell. I like your design a lot. Thanks for playing. Oh, come on. Give me one more. Give me one more. Let's go one more. One more run. Ooh, choose your character. I like Paperboy. Is that the one we just did, though? Ah! No! This is really cool. What a great game. Right. Onward we go. Thank you. Yes, I know. I'm trying. Okay, let us begin. Let us begin with some toasty. I would like to eat. Thank you. And another one. Right. Choose your reward. Build a structure to season your weapons in camp. See, I didn't do the camp thing. Wait, that map looked different. Oh, I see. I've already been this way. Okay, well, let's go to the right this time. So the map remains the same. That's curious. That's not very roguelike of them. Lazarus again. Let's go for that. This is where I got stuck last time. All right. Strange geode. See, this is where I got stuck. I don't know what this means. This is my camp. Add 2 gloom damage. I don't know what that means, dude. Okay, that's what that means. The more you know. All right, I can't reveal. I can only dig, and I don't have a shovel. But I can do this. Forced growth. Sacred pendant. Hot sauce. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay. So I could continue. Oh, that requires something, huh? Oh, anything requires something. All right, well, I'm just going to take damage then, I guess. Could be ignited. I want to know more about that one, too. Oh, fascinating. Oh, man, that's so interesting. How weird, dude. Uh-oh. Did we disconnect? We might have disconnected. My internet just went down, it looked like. All right. Well, we either did or we didn't. I guess we'll find out another time. All right. So if I rest, I'm fine, right? I take no damage. Fascinating. Okay, so now I could like reveal this and I could break it. What'd that do? Why'd I do that? A bizarre toasty? Oh man, I'm learning a lot, y'all. I'm learning a whole lot. All right, let's proceed. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. I don't know what the deal is. All right. Become lodged. I just wonder what that means. The card wriggles in your grip. Dark acquaintance. What? What does any of this mean, dude? I just want to understand. Cool. Blowtorch, a pickaxe. Oh, I like having another option. Okay. This is really interesting. They've done a lot of really cool stuff with this. Okay, so it is still food. I only have one. And is it the one that I definitely don't want to trade? I think it is, so... Sorry. Thanks, but no thanks. All right. Ready to snack. So I can dig here. I can reveal or ignite. I'm going to ignite. I'm going to reveal. Select. Add 3. Oh, cool. What is that, though? I can reveal it. A back scratcher. It gives me the tingles. Okay, so now I don't see anything. But I did get the tingles. What is this? Foraged snack. Okay. This is really interesting. The changes that they've made are really intriguing. Like it's not just another roguelike. It's a compelling, really compelling roguelike with very unexpected twists and turns. Okay, a lot of baddies here. He's got a lot of health, huh? Whoopsie. Oh, no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it in time. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't see it in time. Okay, it's fine. All right, another dark acquaintance. Uh-oh. I may have made a real mistake here. The card wriggles. Close friend. Sorry, but I needed a toasty. I'm sorry, close friend. I would have used you. You gotta believe. Nice, dude. Pocket lint. I still don't know what that does, but it's fine. All right, close friend. Yeah. This is really fun. The card wriggles. Corrupted hand or a fruiting limb. Oh, I get to pick one? Oh, no, that's so cool. That's so cool. Choose your opening. Okay, we'll rest. I could set them aflame. No, I think I've done everything I need to do. Wait, is there anything else I can bash? All right, forward. I think this might be the boss. By the way, you've been watching Haikyuu, Alien Stage, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Very nice. All right, now I have close friend. I kind of want to see what he becomes next. Let's do this and this and this and this. I kind of want to see what close friend's going to become next. I'm so curious. All right, forced growth. don't really need that yet. I don't need any of this stuff yet. Oh no, I have terrible cards. Oh no. All right, well, it is what it is. Okay, the next hand. Deal 11 damage. That's so much damage, dude. That's crazy. Will that just take him down? Incredible. Close friend is back. Close friend evolves into loving parasite. Aw. Loving parasite. So sweet. Hey. Oh, and you don't evolve anymore. That's fine. You don't need to. Look at all that damage. Liverwort. I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Oh, a backpack? Yeah, sounds nice. Oh, wow. Yeah. The boss. The big boss is next. Cool. That feels like a good place to end it. So we'll do some things here. Absorb 2. Fun. Let's... everything like ignite things. I do. Let's ignite that so that I don't take any damage. Thank you. Can I feed you? There you go, little friend. Rat gift! Unlock or reveal and draw one card. Oh, I love rat gift. That's really fun. Let's unlock this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Vile oil. Okay. Wait, no, I don't want to do that yet. Can I rest first? I don't think I'll take any damage. I'm very excited to see what the big boss is. Let's reveal this first. Add some damage to the fruiting limb. Yes, thank you, thank you. And then I guess we will proceed. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, time for the big boss. This will be the last thing we do. And then we will end the stream. Oh, it's a baby. Ah, big boss. Loving parasite. Let us do... oh, I don't know what to do. Retaliates. I don't like that. Okay. So I need to make sure that whenever I hit him, I really hit him. Oh, he calls reinforcements. Of course he does. Yep. Why is he hurting me? What is hurting me? I don't even know what's hurting me anymore. All right, that's fine. That's a lot of damage. We've got the health. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just won. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was that was easier than I expected, but that's fine. That was significantly easier than I expected, but you know, I guess I had kind of a broken build. When you choose to take advantage of the evolution things. Yeah, I gotta take the cat, I'm afraid. All right, it's a sweet little baby doll. What could go wrong? I got a finger. And why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I get a finger? It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. I thought that was the boss. Is that not the boss? I love Distant Shadow. I mean, what's that? Just a tiny morsel? He's hungry? I'm sorry, I didn't know you were hungry. Well, then we need to wait. I need to feed you. The loving parasites is the evil billionaires we meet along the way, right? Oh, he's so hungry. He's so hungry. I have a heart. I want to feed you. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Just give me a second. I don't have anything right now, but I can, hang on. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Something. Come on, dude. No, hang on. Yes. 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 Here you go. Yes, I demand more. Oh, the frog demands more. I would love to feed you more. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I will find something with which to feed you. Just one moment. Draw a card. I need to draw a card. Okay. I can't. I'm so sorry. Maybe this will be food? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could feed you. I would if I had more food, but I have no more food. What am I to do? I really thought that was going to be the end, and it was not. Ooh. Brother, ugh. The map just keeps going. All right. That's the boss. Okay, we don't have time, I'm afraid. We're going to have to call it there. But wow. Wow, what a cool game. For sure going to wish list that, and highly recommend that you all do the same. What a very, very fun time. I'm all about that one. Shroom and Gloom, a fantastic demo, fantastic game. I think my favorite thing about it, I like a lot about it, but I think my favorite thing above all of the things is the way that it adds to the roguelike mechanics. It didn't just do what every other roguelike does, but instead it iterated in creating something completely new. I love the point and click nature of it. I love the way it expands upon what the game is trying to do. Or what it expands upon what the genre is trying to do, rather. I think that it's a real good demo. Fantastic. An absolutely fantastic demo. I love that so much. And that's actually where we're going to wrap up today's stream, y'all. What a fantastic way to end it, on a great demo. I love to hear that. So today, we have made a Sonic version of me. I recommend you go do the same. Join our Discord, !Discord in the chat, or discord.gg/checkpointchurch. Make a Sonic version of yourself for the 35th anniversary. We also made a list of the top games so far of 2026. We organized other lists on my backlog. We played a demo. We talked about what we were watching, playing, and reading. I think that's it. Been a fantastic stream. What a wonderful time. Folks, if you don't know who I am, I'm Nerd Pastor Nate. I'm a real-life pastor. If you don't know what channel you've landed on, this is Checkpoint Church, a real-life church for nerds, geeks, and gamers. We're glad that you found us. We believe three things to be true about you. Whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, go to church, don't go to church. Whether you hate God, hate church, no matter what, we still believe these three things to be true about every single one of you. Number one, we believe that God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number two, we love you. We want community with you. That's what we're doing. We're doing this thing. We're streaming games. We're hanging out on Discord. We're expressing ourselves as nerds, geeks, and gamers as we are because we love who you are, and we love that video games make you who you are, or nerdery makes you who you are. And then number three, that you, yes you, no matter who you are, where you've been, you're a person of sacred worth, and the world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, we'd love to get to know you in our various spaces. We have a Discord that's super active that we'd love to hang out with you in. If you're watching on YouTube, we have a ton of videos on this channel that you can check out. If you're watching over on Twitch, then hey, glad you found us here. And we're all over the space. Instagram, Checkpoint Church, all sorts of things going on in various spaces, and we'd love to catch you in any one of them. So hope to get to know you better in all of the various things that we do. We're also streaming every Tuesday night for the summer. So if you want to join us again next Tuesday for more fun times, this is the place to have them. And I think that's all that I got for you today, folks. I hope that you're very well. That is indeed Marcus the Worm. That's my friend. That's my friend right here, sitting on my Epiphone. The boy. The one, the only. Yeah, I have too many U2s and makeshift stuffies. Far too many of them. But I appreciate you hanging out with us. Appreciate you tuning in for the stream. It's always a good time to have folks join us, even with the stuttering. I do apologize for the stuttering. Currently, we're sitting pretty at 4,000. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm landlined. It's not like I'm using Wi-Fi. I have no other things going. I don't know what the deal is with the stream. I always restart the router before we get started. Maybe I just need to have somebody come and take a look at it. But alas, have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I look forward to catching you in any of our various streaming spaces. If you have a pencil, you are ultra. Hey, that actually, you know what I ordered today? This is an aside. This is a total distraction. You know what I ordered today? Do you know that they make multicolor pencil lead for mechanical pencils? Because I didn't know that. And so I ordered some. So now I have mechanical pencils in multicolor that are arriving at my house today. And I cannot wait to give them a try because that is such a cool concept. I don't know if it's like colored pencil or if it's like graphite and it can be erased. I don't know yet, but I'm going to learn. And I like that. Plus ultra indeed. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Appreciate you. Follow if you're not already to know what we have going on and when it goes on. The best place for all of our information is always going to be our Discord server. That is where everything goes. So, yeah. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And until next time.